Here we go. Kaho versus 15 Sway upper bracket final. The decision for first place in the group of the second group stage. And I am a bit surprised and a bit disappointed because 15 Sway did not go for human. Normally in this matchup, he always tries to dodge Knight of Mirror. But not this time. This time he's going through with the Knight of Mirror, is not going to pick the human alliance. Alright, wait a minute. Who's who? Destiny is Kaho. Okay, really got to make sure that we get the scoreboard right. Yeah. Destiny is Kaho in the yellow. In the blue, we got 15 Sway. Demon Hunter on both sides. Let's go! Some Bear Mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Park Champ.
A player's forces are under attack.
The first time I was there, I was like 11 years old. And it was on a skiing trip. And I tried to learn snowboarding for the first time. And when I did, on day 2 I think it was, I broke my arm and ruined my skiing trip. Sad. But that was also the year where Lord of the Rings freshly came to the movie theaters. And we were in Salzburg and we were considering going to the movies. But I think I may have been too young, because I think it was allowed for 12-year-old plus, if I remember right. But back then already there was a lot of hype and buzz around the movie. I remember that still. And yeah. Oh, it took me, I think, a couple of years later until I actually watched the Lord of the Rings movies. And of course, they are glorious. What's your opinion on Galadriel? I haven't made up my mind yet about the Rings of Power. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm gonna wait to see a few more episodes and then I'm gonna share my view.
A player's forces are under attack.
Same items? Oh yeah, indeed. They got perfectly mirrored items. Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him. Bro, when I say that, I can hear the music. Were you also part of the Clipfish generation? For all the Germans out there, we used to have a cheap bootleg YouTube version, which was called Clipfish. And there were lots of Lord of the Rings memes on Clipfish. Ah, those teenage years. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Exactly. Both demon hunters here with the boots. Kaho investing super heavily into items. He got the boots and he bought circlet and claws. Dude, how much gold is that? It's like 500 gold or something, right? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Guard.
Forces are under attack.
You know, normally I have a bad memory, but I do remember that. I need to watch The Rings of Power to understand the memes. That is a very good line of reasoning. Understanding the memes should always be a priority. Alright, 15 Sway, a bit of difficulty here picking up the Naga. But he's gonna get her. When I was 13 years old or so, my friends and I went to like a summer vacation. It was a big kids vacation place, right? There was like this big vacation house and they had like this huge group of children. Like I think we were like 50 children or so. And we played lots of games, you know, tag and I don't know, all kinds of games, card games. And what we also played was some version of D&D. It wasn't exactly Dungeons and Dragons, but it was similar. I think it was a German knockoff. I think it was called Sagaland, I think? Something like that. Anyways, all of my friends and I were big Lord of the Rings fans, right? Like, we all were at that age. Like I said, 13, 14 years old, maybe. And we all tried to model ourselves after one of the characters in Lord of the Rings. So, of course, there's Aragorn. There's Frodo, if you want to be a halfling. Although nobody wanted to be a halfling, let's be real. So, Aragorn, right? Frodo, Gimli, Legolas. Maybe Arwen, but those are the main guys. So, what I want to know from you, chat, is, as a kid, who did you identify with the most? Or, let's say, who did you find the coolest? Who would you have liked to roleplay as the most? From the Fellowship of the Ring. Aragorn, Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli, Frodo? Sauron! Alright, it's pretty hardcore. Boromir, I forgot about Boromir. I liked Boromir more and more the older I got. As a kid, I was like, oh, he's a jerk. Why is he so mean? But he's actually one of the best characters. Oh, item on the ground! He yoinked the big one! He stole the Bell of Giant Strength, that was pretty cool. Nobody wants to be Frodo. True. I think I'd even rather be Sam than Frodo. I think I'd even rather be Pippin than Frodo. Sorry, Frodo, but it is what it is. Gandalf is Imba? Kind of. Well, for me it was Legolas, anyways. I used to love Legolas as a kid, but as I grew older, I really loved the Dwarven culture. Like the Dwarven culture in the Lord of the Rings. Because it's so secretive. They never speak their own tongue when there's any other outsider around. Even the names like Gimli, those are outsider names. His true Dwarven name is a different one that people don't even know. And they live under the mountain and their era of glory is long past. So I became a big Dwarf fan in my later years. Which is why, I think that's the thing that I like by far the most so far in Rings of Power. Seeing Khazad-dûm in its prime. I really enjoyed that one. I thought the little, you know, game that they played... Don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling, don't worry. The game that they played, is all I'm gonna say, was a bit silly. But, you know, I love the dwarves. That's not spoilers, bro. Everybody knew you would see Khazad-dûm. That's not spoilers. The Hobbits movies were terrible and the dwarves in them sucked. I agree. The Hobbit was very bad. The coolest Lord of the Rings character is the Matrix guy? What? I am so confused by your statement. Who is the Matrix guy in the Lord of the Rings? There's no Morpheus. There's no Neo. What are you talking about? Elrond? Ah! Elrond, of course! Yeah, true. Hugo Weaving. Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah, Hugo Weaving is just a great actor. Like, whatever he's in, he's always great. I forgot about Agent Smith, guys. I'm sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Speaking of really bad films, The Matrix, the new one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Was that a disaster. Dude, look at the backpack. Kaho has a backpack. He's carrying items around with his bear. The Dryad got a ring. The bear got gloves and circlet. What are the best items here? Circlet's probably better than belt, right? Maybe? Wait, is he carrying all the rings? He sells the claws on the Naga. Okay. And the gloves. Keeps the rings. Interesting. One of the very few players who appreciates armor over damage, apparently. Oh, okay. Buys the Scourge Bone Chimes now. We all know that's a very good item. He sold one of the rings for it. One of the rings almost sounds like Lord of the Rings. He sold one of the rings. Alright, we've crept up the map. So far, not too much has happened. This game has been rather one of those uneventful Night Elf mirrors. But now, we're gonna have the big fight. Oh, Bond of Illusion used as well, but it's pretty obvious which those are. 15 Sway could see it right away. Hard to tell who this fight's better for. Oh, the bear. Oh, saved with the staff. Nicely done. Of course, Kaho got the Scourge Bone Chimes, but that's not the only important thing. Supply, in fact, is slightly in favor of 15 Sway. Just by a smidge. Kaho trying to retreat. Losing more bears now would be very painful, but he's got a staff ready. Kaho also had better upgrades. 1-2 already. Dude, he really loves armor. Look at that. He got the 1-2 upgrade. Over the 2-1 upgrade. No, Dryad's a bit far up front. 15 Sway certainly seems to have the bigger army at the moment. But more bears are coming out for Kaho with nice fresh double rejuve. Wand of Illusion now also summoned on the other side. Useful. Where is it? There we go. Defensive Wisps could get rid of the roar. Demon Hunter in trouble. I was thinking for a second. Is the staff perhaps on cooldown? But no, it wasn't. Kaho, did he forget about Mark of the Claw? No, he didn't. But he's not using roar right now. Oh, that was a big mistake. Could have used roar, Kaho could have. But he didn't. That would have been a huge damage advantage for him. But he kind of missed that. But still fighting with very quick reinforcements. Oh my god. Staff is not ready. Oh, 1 second. Oh my god. Demon comes back and he's got the rejuve. This time we see the Dispel. Dispel again. He's got a staff ready, of course, for him. Oh, playing with fire! And he doesn't use it in time! He had the staff. Night Elves always playing with fire when they use the staff so late. This time he burns his fingers. And that's a huge kill on the Demon Hunter. With that kill, I imagine an expansion should be possible. Or at least claim shop control. Alright, Kaho wants to keep his foot on the gas. L5 Naga as well, by the way. It's gonna be some big zaps. Ooh, baby. Perfectly placed onto 3 bears. Double Orb of Venom, lots of damage. We still got lots of moon juice here. Oh, but no wellspring upgrade. That's such a good upgrade, bro. Everything now very hurt. So is the Demon Hunter for Kaho. But there certainly must be a staff ready. Oh, nice save on the Dryad. Uproot. And Rejuve. Dryad is fine again. And of course, to sustain a push like this, the double rejuve from the Fresh Bears is insanely good. Oh, nice mana burn kill. Naga in trouble now. Lots of damage. Ouch. That hurts. Again, Duspel. Mana pot. Oh, the altar's gone. The demon revive was cancelled, and that is game. 1-0 for Kaho. Scourgebone Chimes, certainly helping out quite a bit there. Honestly, I think if 15 Sway doesn't lose the Demoner when he did, it's still a very playable game. But losing that first hero hurts. We're gonna go into Tidehunters for our second map. Both players definitely want to win right here. They don't want to have to take the chance again in the lower bracket. If they face Soin or especially 1-2-0, things could get very difficult. But it could be 1-0 also. Eliminated and kept from the playoffs for the first time in 7 editions. All right, let's see if the host works. Is it stable? Is it good? No, it's not. I kind of jinxed that one, eh? And when these bugs happen, we always have to take a little bit of time. We start all the programs, and then we're gonna be good to go in a second. All right, we shall try again. Try and try again until we finally succeed. All right, this one seems to be going through MMR-wise. By the way, the two very close to each other. 2,490 for Kaho, 2,508 for 15 Sway. Both very high up in the MMR standings. All right, we switch colors now. We got Kaho in the blue. And 15 Sway in the yellow. pretty sure it's gonna be double Demon Hunter once again. Bottom as well as Keeper. Not really popular anymore nowadays. The Demon is stronger, the Demon is more stable, the Demon is just better all around. And here we have him. So it's gonna be probably a somewhat slow bear mirror once again. On this map we have a lot of creeps to go around. Quite a few more than on Northern Isles. So a moment ago we talked about Lord of the Rings. What do you guys want to talk about this time? Because we're gonna have some time early game. Who of you is coming to Rara Land? Rara Land is happening soon. 28th of September. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What about Stormgate? Yeah, I'm very excited to see what that's gonna bring. So are almost all of us, right? Stormgate, the Blizzard developers, or a lot of the Blizzard developers who did StarCraft 2 and other RTSs before, after Blizzard has abandoned us, more or less, Stormgate holds up the flag for the RTS genre. Of course I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a fair shake. And a lot of what they say has looked, or has sounded very promising so far. But what it's gonna be like in the end, we don't know yet. What about new movies? I haven't really seen many new movies recently. I haven't been to the movie theater in a while. The one movie I saw was the new Top Gun movie. Was actually a really good movie. You know, nothing crazy, nothing super thought-provoking. It's a simple, straightforward movie, but it was very well done, very well executed. No nonsense, no bullshit, no fat on the steak, you know, just the essentials. Well executed. If it doesn't have heroes, it's not for me. Yeah, I would also much prefer it if they had heroes and if they had items and stuff and levels. And they basically said that they're gonna have hero units, but they're gonna have a slimmed down version of hero units most likely. That's also what makes sense for them strategically, right? Because they want to appeal to the Warcraft audience and to the StarCraft audience. If they go too heavy into hero customization, the StarCraft players might be turned off. So what that means is that they're basically going to have heroes, but in a lighter version. I would assume they don't have items. I would assume they don't exactly have levels or a different form of leveling. But they are going to have standout specific hero units. Hero units like a statue. Psst, side. Don't tell them. The Northman was a good movie. Oh yeah! The Northman was amazing. But that's been at least half a year, right? Or maybe even longer? Yeah, I love The Northman. Avatar 2 is coming out in around Christmas. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like Avatar, and that's fine. That's alright. I loved the first Avatar movie. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I was so mesmerized when I saw it in the theaters. It has very high expectations, though. Very high expectations. It's not gonna be easy for Cameron to follow up the success.
A player's
Alright, we keep creeping. Tier 3 is coming. Bears soon to join us. Oh, Team Hunter might be able to get some kills here. Yep. Takes out the archer. Easy peasy. But you could argue that this item is better than the archer kill. Oh, especially if it costs the TP. Oh, the dodge! Woo! Jesus Christ. He evaded one of the cold arrows. That's why he got away. 15 Sway didn't even pull the town portal. You got Chad. Agent of War going down to the creeps. That's a bit annoying. Big invoke potion, big healing potion. Very good items here for Kaho. Who's got more experience? It's very, very even, right? Yeah, very even. Wait, is the TP gone? Ah, no. TP's on the Naga. That makes sense. Man, these healer wards are extremely helpful right now to be able to keep creeping. Especially with the Ancient of War having gone down. Healer wards, very nice. Very tanky Demon Hunter this time for 15 Sway. Not the most damage necessarily, but quite sturdy. Just like the women from the Vale. Especially the later the game goes, auras and upgrades will become more and more important. We got the Lion Horn already for 15 Sway. Always a good item. No matter what game you're in, Lion Horn is always good. It'll be very ballsy for Kaho here to fight into the opponent's main base. We don't have much juice left over, to be fair. But it's got very fast reinforcements here. And good positioning. One Fog Lightning comes through. Demon Hunter tanking a lot of damage. Oh my god, he's tanking so much damage. Oh, Invoke Potion pop on both sides. And the additional archers for 15 Sway seem to be a big help here. Just a little bit more DPS thrown in from the back. Kaho makes it to level 4, but honestly, he used 2 huge items here to take this fight, and he's not really winning it, is he? Okay, maybe he is. If he gets the demon, he certainly is! Wait a minute! The staff was on cooldown! Oh, big mistake! Can he get the return kill? No! Oh, dude. Again! The second time the demon falls! Oh my god, everything's about to die. Zap! Good night. GG! Kaho wins Group A. 2-0. 2 2-0s, in fact. And that was no nonsense. Just 50 supply, bears, push, let's go. Double claws, heal pot, invoke pot. Of course, the items there were amazing for taking a fight. And it works. Kaho, our first advancee. I believe the second time in the playoffs for TeD Cup. Actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna look that up in a second and get you guys the answers you desire. Alright, our third game with that in the books. Now we have match number 4 coming up next, and this one, it's gonna be a fun one. So-In versus 120. Two specialists in this matchup meeting now in the lower bracket for elimination. Next best of 3, starting in a bit. First, we're going to go into a short break.